Genius.
Local
Genius.
local
Genius. Local genius. Local
genius.
genius.
I'm ready, young nigga. You know what I'm saying? You niggas ain't
Man,
ready.
welcome to Local Geniuses, niggas.
Yes, this is Local Geniuses.
People.
I'm Wizz Dumb.
I'm Chris 3000.
And we have a guest.
Yes. Special moment.
We have a guy on the couch.
Yes, man.
This guy goes by the name.
Boozy, man, nigga.
Who are you? Say Marjen? Ease?
Marjen.
Marjen.
You can
Yes.
introduce yourself
Hi,
if you'd like.
I'm Marjen.
I'm just a cool ass.
I'm a guest on this wonderful podcast.
I'm
Yes.
just a motherfucking cool ass nigga, man.
Trying to
My
be
name's
cool.
Marcus. I'm a ride. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying?
Man, look.
Let me load up some drums and shit.
What I gotta do is I gotta ask you a question, Wiz.
What is it? Sound like I didn't want to answer
Nigga,
that.
so look. What is it? Alright,
What is
so look, I've been helping, I've been trying to help people with this lately, just I had a couple producers kind of DM me just asking how do you overcome creative blocks, or how do you overcome producer's block?
Blocks.
Is producer's block, is it a real thing? I mean, or is it something to overcome? Is it even?
Yeah, it can be a real thing for some people. To me personally, I don't believe in blocks. We've had a conversation about this before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, I look at us being blessed with the gift of creativity as a gift from God. So I feel like if the ultimate goal is to, promote that and to be conduits, then there wouldn't be anything to block that.
Random question. I guess to compound on what he said, could you look at it as maybe not a block, but how you look at it in sports? Somebody shooting and they can't hit, and they say just keep shooting, and then once you hit one, then another one go in. So if you're making a beat and it's just I ain't feeling it, but the more you make, you're gonna catch one.
Exactly.
Right? Would that be, I guess, a equal?
That's why that's
Perfect,
perfect,
man.
man. That's my nigga.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to,
That's exactly what I was.
bridge the gap.
That's exactly my advice.
No, but the reason
You
why
gotta work through it.
Yeah, but the reason why I ask, because I know him, I've seen him be he make one, boom. It's like an assembly line,
Yeah.
where he's boom,
Yeah.
boom, and then he'll catch one, and then it's I'm saying this one a little bit longer than the rest of them, and then he start, adding this and that, and it's just, you come in, you oh, you got one.
Repetition, just
Yeah.
You never know. You know what I'm saying?
That's
What's up?
You just gotta keep going. You gotta fight through it.
Yeah. That's my advice, man. Because I was helping one of my producer colleagues, get through it, and it was just I was just telling him, just either just keep making or take a break and go back to it and just finish it. And you can come back to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Finish it. Get in the habit of just finishing things.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Or even if you don't, just because I told him, I was some days I don't even come up with a full beat. I just be fucking around the whole time, and then until I get something.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? So.
I just thought about something. Spiritually speaking, what if there's your discouragement is from an outside force that is blocking you from creating something that could impact the world, that could heal the world. You know what I'm saying? I think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to block me, so I'm gonna continue to fight through, I guess, whatever may be a lack of ideas, you know what I'm saying, just to ultimately find something. You might, in your, repetition, you may find something or stumble on something that you've never done before. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's important to just keep going.
Okay, well, I guess I kind of understand where you coming from, because it seems like you kind of just fight through it, but can it also be looked at as if I'm having a block, I just walk away for a little bit. Not a long time, not give up.
Right,
just
right.
like,
Yeah.
let me clear my mind, get some new ideas,
Yeah.
you know, go into the world and then come back.
Yeah, that's
And then play it and then you like, oh shit, like,
Exactly. Because you hear shit different when you come back to
I
it.
got you.
Yeah, for sure.
You
That's
know
the
what I'm
B side to the tape.
Yeah.
I feel like
I got you.
stepping away from it. You know what I'm saying? But not like completely discarding.
Yeah, not like giving up, like, damn, I'm defeated, but it's just like, all right, let me just put this on
Let
pause.
me go eat some mangoes, you know what I'm saying? Drink some water.
Yeah, shit, even just like, I'm gonna go to the store real quick, just kind of just getting, you know,
Yeah.
that vibe. So.
Or like, or a lot of times what helped me is calling somebody that like I just have to just shoot the shit with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes I call you or, you know, Julian or something like that.
Mhm.
And we just like talk about shit, talk about life, talk
What's
about
up?
shit like that. And then you just like kinda you feel better. Like
Yeah.
it's like a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
weight off
energy
your shoulder
different.
and then you
Gotcha.
just come back to it. It's just
Yeah.
So it's so many ways you just gotta get creative and
Man, for sure.
man,
Yeah.
And
get rid of the block. So
Let me add to that by saying, don't think that you gotta like stay in a dungeon making a million beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to like step away. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that shit too. Like when he said that, I was like, oh, I gotta step my shit up. So I was like doing 3 beats at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta step
Bro,
up.
remember when you used to do like 3 beats at a time, but then you used to be like, yo, I'm gonna do a beat in 5 minutes. Like, make sure like a drum, you know what I mean? Just have it, but it's like,
yeah.
if you were to do something on it and throw it out, it wouldn't sound like, damn, he ain't finished it. Like, he'll do like a
Yeah.
full 5-minute beat though.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? He'd be like, next.
Yep.
Next. So it's just like, I remember that too.
When I used to say, don't get attached to your music and shit,
Mhm.
don't like make one track and be so proud of it that you listening to it and listening to it and not creating other ones. Like,
right.
make one, forget about it. Make another one.
Throw that shit in the
You
folder.
know what I'm saying?
Accumulate.
Power them hoes up
Yeah, bro. That's good shit.
as I load my
Man, load something.
award-winning drunk hits.
Big facts.
Damn.
Internet is fucking
Nah, the internet, bro.
Shit unfair.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, on some real shit, if Twitter was like, yo, I'm gonna charge y'all like $3.99, I think I'd do that shit, bro.
Net leaves?
No, $3.99 for like the charge to be on the app
Oh.
a month or some shit like that.
Wow.
I would pay for it. It's that much entertainment, bro. And it's sad
You can
because it's
subscribe to an Instagram subscription?
not Instagram, but more so Twitter. Because Twitter, because to me, I like Twitter because Twitter is like, it's low key kind of replacing news to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it low key replaced the news to me. I mean, it is live news, but it's not like, you know how you cut on the TV and, you know, Channel 6, they're like, it's like,
You don't gotta watch TV.
I want to know what's going on in our culture and outside the culture at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see what the game was last night in the memes, but then I want to see like, oh, I just seen they got coronavirus shit. So.
Turn that shit up, boy.
What are you gonna do, Chris? What have you got, buddy?
Is that it? Is that all? You done?
Yeah.
I'm pulling some sounds, my
You guys, hey,
Sheesh.
that like synth line, that shit
What was
was
that?
shit was a wave, bro. I was like, all right,
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that shit's fine.
Instant vibe.
good job, guys.
Ha!
Good job on the collabo.
One down. That was like a, like, I mean, we made that shit in what? Like, I mean, we made the beat like in 5 minutes probably. And then we continued the shit. Like,
Definitely under
the gist of
30
it.
minutes.
It was crazy because he started off with that bass and it took it there, and then when you were doing like trying to find that synth pattern, and I was like, oh, okay, I see he trying to take it to the next step. So I was like, all right, I like that though because it just built, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I fuck with it.
Every time, bro. That's the crazy thing.
We can get into some producer talk too. Or not.
I had a couple of
Yeah, why not?
questions.
It should be part of the podcast. People want to know, you know.
I don't give a fuck about what people want to know.
They want to know what your brain thinks about, you know, producer
Oh, yeah, I
things.
got a question.
Ooh, hit him.
The question for me? Man, I got some motherfucking questions for you, nigga. Man, ask your ass a goddamn question.
So look, man. So, does your first placement you ever got benefit you at all today?
No.
Nope. Quick answer.
No.
On top of
I
that,
said no.
It
how
hasn't.
did your
But you know what though?
how
That's
did your
real.
first placement happen?
I was just in the camp, in the Timbaland camp. It was my very first placement. It was on Tim's second solo album, Shock Value 2. And it was
My
like,
favorites.
man, I'm just thinking of the trauma attached to that moment. But
We don't have to talk about it.
it was my first placement. But it was a lot for it to happen.
Took too much. It was like not
Yeah.
worth it. Almost.
I mean, because, like, technically, they used the song that we did. They, like, kind of, like, you know, replayed some elements,
Yeah.
switched some chords around, but I didn't, like, it wasn't a, like, physical contribution, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
You might say no.
You said
Yeah,
no.
it literally, 'cause
Hey, but that's real though.
Yeah, no, dude,
That shit
yeah,
happened.
that's
one
my
of them.
honest answer. It literally doesn't benefit me.
Okay.
Two, people don't even really know about that, you know?
Right.
Although it was like a big name.
So I say that to say, like, I mean, like, I don't know if I'll be able to word it correctly, but like placements.
For those, not to cut you off, but
No,
to
yes.
those who want to know it, it's man, what the fuck is the name of that shit? But the bottle gent. It was from
Oh,
the bottom of the bottle.
Bottom of the bottle. Yeah,
But-
it was originally a song.
Tomorrow in a Bottle,
Tomorrow in the bottle. I
or
remember
Tomorrow
that.
in the Bottle, or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember
With
that.
Nickelback, Chad Kroger
Yeah.
from Nickelback.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean,
It was like
in hindsight, I was excited when I first got it, when it happened. You know, but
Yeah.
today, it you know, it really doesn't do anything.
Right. Okay.
It's just
No, that's good.
But that's, you know what's the
it
great
does
thing?
nothing for
That's
me.
good to know.
Even though, like I said, that
But there's another facet to it. I'll get into it.
Yeah.
What you said?
no, but the I guess silver lining is that what you asked him, even though most producers would be like, yo, I got my first placement, like I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
With him, it didn't pan that way, but at the same time, like something else panned later. But
Yeah.
it didn't stop him from being like, oh shit, like am I supposed to be in this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because sometimes, like anything, like you know, God rest his soul, like Kobe. You know what I mean? Like before he became who he became, you know, he airballed 2 major 3-pointers in the playoffs,
Yeah.
and this Kobe we talking about. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it happens, but it's just like that mentality of being like, oh no, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. He ended up getting one, but
Right.
you know, it's just cool to see that.
So, I mean, I think like producers shouldn't depend on like getting placements. Like, you shouldn't depend on placements, I guess.
You've really been asking the challenging questions.
Huh?
It's a challenging
I
question.
came
because
here,
I
I
can't-
came here to pod, bro.
How
I
warped-
see.
How warped did
We're
you
in the
say?
midst of it.
And we're back.
We got the nigga Ease on the pod.
Welcome back to
Marjen.
Local Geniuses.
Man, bro.
Shout out Tori, who that?
I feel you.
She gonna trip what she said.
Shout out to Tori.
Yeah, she used to always just walk up to me and randomly go, yeah.
I've been like, okay. Yeah. Dog.
But what we were talking about.
Should producers depend on placements?
Like, is that the thing that like, because that seems to be like the end goal for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think producers should research as many avenues to get revenue as they can, because outside of, chasing placements with artists, there's sync opportunities, licensing opportunities and shit. It's pretty much like the same thing. But scoring opportunities, like there's so many different ways to be successful as a producer. Outside of the placement, I think, people get pigeonholed to that because they want to work, not necessarily pigeonholed to it, but they cling to the idea of it because they want to work with their favorite artists and shit. And it's like cool to have a hit song or like the dope song that's in the club and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Me too. I'm very guilty of that. Like, I really want to have like that song that everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Cars. What happened?
Of course.
It happened with Lil Wayne. Up and away.
Yeah,
Cars drove by. You hear it in the club. Everybody was playing this shit. But
Did we tell people that have we told people?
we never spoke on that on the pod.
Okay. Up and away.
Yep. I produced Up and Away by Lil Wayne. That was, I would say, my first big placement.
The one that mattered the most.
I guess they all matter.
Yeah. All places matter.
But that one was the one where it was a lot around the project. Because Wayne had been locked up and his release was anticipated, highly anticipated, the Carter 4. So, and I know everybody was like scrambling to get on that project. It was just funny because at the time I wasn't even really pressed to like make it, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up like making that project. It was the deluxe. I was way in the back, but it was on there. You know what I'm saying? It was on the like the deluxe edition.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that because
The white and red cover.
Yeah, but what's funny? I remember that day because we was in Timo's studio and we was waiting for like all the releases because they do like an iTunes version, a Best Buy, all that shit. So we was like, damn, we not on the main version, maybe we on the deluxe. And then we was just waiting, and then when it popped up, it was like, you see Up and Away. Bro was like, yo, that was crazy, because you know what I'm saying, it's like Lil Wayne, like he's up there, you know what I'm saying, so like to have any type of like, and he spazzed on that joint too.
Bruh, I knew the moment was real when my boy Brandon, shout out to my boy Brandon Jones, he was one of the assistant engineers, like the main engineers at Hit Factory in Miami, and shout out to Fabian mixed it. He was like, yo, I'm in here with Fabian right now.
Baby hit.
He was like, yo, you can come through and listen to the mix. Bruh, I go in there, motherfucker, bruh. They play Up and Away.
Crazy.
I was just like, wow, this shit is finna go. I wish you would have released that as a single.
Man, that should have been a single.
Bruh, everybody loves the song, bro.
That was one of my favorite JUNTS, even before I knew you produced it, I think.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It was just like straight Wayne.
When I heard that shit, I was like,
it was just straight Wayne, just like, we don't need no hook, nothing, just go.
Yeah.
And he just was
one of them.
Yep.
Then he had British shit on there. Well, is she British? She's British, right? I think. I don't know her name. She was on there, Respect My Conglomerate. She has that accent.
I forgot her name.
Man, ain't you been across the pond, bro? Don't you know about Cardi B over there?
Mine's G, I've been across the
You know what I'm
pond.
saying? You stamped up, ain't you?
I've been across the pond. You get me, Tom.
Your
Shout out
passport
to
was stamped up, ain't it?
my peoples over there.
Man.
But
yeah, Up and Away was a huge moment in my career. Definitely. And another one too, Demi Lovato. I did her Skyscraper remix.
I remember that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was a remix. I didn't get publishing on that, but it was just a look because my manager at the time negotiated to have my name on the actual track listing.
Yeah.
So it was Skyscraper Wizz Dumb remix, which is like good for my name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so all you have to like, it's like a give and take almost.
Yeah.
I feel it.
But her fans used to kill me on Twitter, bro.
For real?
Bruh, they hated this shit. I'm rolling through them motherfuckers laughing. Sorry, fans. It was comedy to
Man,
me.
you know, yeah, that's the shit. That's the thing, man.
Fucking, so I'm saying, you should fucking die.
I just made a beat.
I'm like, yo,
Fuck.
like what the?
That's crazy.
Bro.
That's fucking crazy.
Some man say,
You murdered him, you butchered it.
That's insane.
that say you should fucking die. Yo, what is wrong with you people?
Crazy.
You know, some people like that live for
Trolls,
that shit.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Because he had one of them rabid ass fan bases. What was it? The Levatics or some shit at the
I
time?
don't know none of these names other than Beehive.
The Levatics.
But dog, I'm not gonna lie, my trolling game has stepped up a little bit.
Okay.
I be trolling a little bit sometimes, bro.
I mean,
Hold on, no, nigga. You don't remember the O'Doyles, nigga? We used to fucking team up on Twitter.
Yes.
Yo, we used to call ourselves the O'Doyles on Twitter.
Yes.
We'll team up and fucking troll the shit
Why
out
the
of people,
O'Doyles?
bro.
Cause
You remember Billy Madison?
Yeah, Billy Madison,
Any
yeah.
Adam
Oh,
Sandler
them
movie.
niggas.
Yeah, the O'Doyles. That's like the bullies and shit.
but peep this, they had a bully at every stage of like life. They had
Yes,
the
bro.
little bully, the middle school, high school, and the adult bully.
Every generation was a
Every
bully.
generation was a bully, dog. O'Doyle rules.
Yeah, they would say, O'Doyle rules, bro.
Every stage of life, bro. There was an O'Doyle, dog.
I see one nigga going at somebody. I don't even know him or whatever. Nigga, and I'm like, uh-oh. It's time to go, nigga. O'Doyle rules. And they would just fucking troll the shit out of this.
Just troll people, dog.
Oh my god, that's the thing, man. Like,
Look at old days.
trolling is in full effect these days, bro.
Man.
Like, that's the crazy thing about like starting a podcast and starting all this like something new and being new in social media. Like, you gotta know that motherfuckers gonna kill you. In the comments. Like,
we are, bro. It's gonna be somebody gonna check. It's gonna be some checks. It's gonna be some like hate. It's gonna. To be honest, it's funny to me.
It is, bro.
It'd be funny.
But that's the part that like that really pisses them off. The fact that it doesn't affect you like they want it to.
Yo, it was this website called the Timbaland Chronicles, bro.
Oh my god! Yes.
Hold on.
Yes.
The very first comment on my beat. Shout out to my nigga DOE.
Oh my god! Yes.
It was the
fan pages are
bro,
hysterical.
Piano Man, fucking Piano Man. I did the Piano Man beat. They posted that shit on Timbaland Chronicles. And the first comment was, Wizz Dumb fucking sucks. I'm like, nigga, this is my first time on the internet ever.
They were throwing tomatoes at my guy. Digital tomatoes at my dude, bro.
Digitomatoes. Wizz Dumb fucking sucks.
Damn, bro.
Man, that shit was crazy.
The YouTube joints are even funnier.
Man.
The beat making majority of people is like, yo, I like it, I like the drums and stuff, but then there's some people that's just like,
Man, you know.
man, this shit. Like they just make up some shit to say something. It's just like,
it's trash.
like, come on, bro.
Like,
They all have a right to their
Dislike.
Yeah, you're right. Everybody has a right to their
down.
opinion.
The Neptunes versus Pharrell.
Ooh, let's jump to it.
Ease, my buddy, my dear friend.
Hello,
Man,
sir.
man, we talking about nobody talking about your background like on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about
Tell us a little bit about your
what you've done,
Shrek.
where you've been, who are you?
Who are you, buddy?
Fuck, are you so cool?
Guy.
Just a
Fuck,
guy.
is he so
You're
cool?
more than a guy. You've done some amazing things, man. Come on, man.
Why is his hair
That's
so
an
soft?
amazing thing. Yeah, you know, it's a little wavy, you know, but
The baby.
no, I just. Yeah, stupid.
What's up, man?
No, bro.
Christopher Williams, Kareem Akbar, looking at that.
Bro.
Kareem Akbar.
This is what I'm saying. That is funny because now I can't come back.
It's alright.
It's like it's snowballing, bro.
It's snowballing. But that's the thing. How can you come back when it just builds on the funny and it's just like, bro, you have to laugh, so I can't even think of anything to say.
I'm sorry, bro. This nigga Nino Brown in court said he snitched so crazy. Nigga said Kareem Akbar. The nigga pointed.
Bruh, I wonder when he came up with that. I wonder he was just sitting there like, I'm gonna make all this shit with this motherfucker right here.
Oh my god.
Kareem Akbar.
Kareem Akbar, bro.
Bro, that man said, yo, I'm taking everybody with me.
Oh my god.
That man said he was the whole person behind the operation.
I think I want to be Neil
Bruh.
around.
That man was at the jury. The man was like, like, bro, you're still there.
His chair.
Like like, where are you gonna go? You're right there, dog. But
Yeah, back to you. My bad.
yes,
My bad, buddy.
no, I think I put this on my IG not too long ago. I'm around creative people, so I just want to help facilitate my friends' creativity and ideas.
For real.
That's just, I would say that would just be me in a nutshell. You know, I just want to be a conduit, and I felt I've been somewhat of a conduit. You know, with you with Tim and me. You know, working with Chad Hugo. You know what I mean, working at his studio.
Chad Hugo.
Hovercraft
Yeah.
Studios.
Yeah, Hovercraft Studios, and us, you know what I'm saying, jumping in my whip, driving from Virginia to Miami, and, you know, you know what I mean, like just being in that atmosphere and just, you know, seeing, you know, like a Gucci or seeing like a Drake or just, you know what I mean, just seeing these like people that make this amazing music. So
Yeah.
it's just cool to see, you know what I mean, like that atmosphere.
You immersed in
Yeah,
that shit, bro. Like,
yeah,
Immerse, bro.
yeah.
So that's Ease, St. Marjen.
Like Marjen, you know what I mean?
Cool ass motherfucker. Wish I was that cool. You know what I'm saying?
No, you guys are cool. You guys are all cool. Everybody's
Cool.
cool.
Man,
Kool-Aid drinking and
man, come on.
Oh nah. Here we
I'm
go.
on a no check policy for the rest of
No
the
checks on?
I'm not checking no.
Damn, bro.
he's checking.
I'm not checking.
Cause
Oh,
might be going too
but
far.
The Neptunes versus Pharrell. So, is it a thing amongst?
well, one, what made you come up with this subject?
I just personally wanted to like have an in-depth discussion about it because it's like one of those. For first and foremost, actually, we're all super like Neptune fans.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So I
like-
thought it would be a good conversation
Yeah.
to like kind of break down the Neptune's productions versus Pharrell's productions. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Break it down.
Like, what are the... You know what? Top 5. What are your top 5 Neptunes and then top 5 for it?
Oh, that's funny because mine is a little unorthodox. It's, you know, usually people would be like grinding. Grinding is in my top 5.
How do you pick? Is it
How
how it makes you feel when it released?
it makes you feel when it was
The
released?
longevity of it?
I wouldn't even say longevity, because 2 of mine that I love from them is just off pure just music, just musical, like just the way it sounds. It just sounds like amazing. But
I mean longevity because or about like how it makes you feel still like, you know what I'm saying?
if that's the case,
Because some of the motherfuckers like will lose their impact, but some will still be like,
okay.
this shit's
Well,
crazy.
if that's the case, of course grinding, because that just takes me back to like just childhood. So that one, front.
Ooh.
That fucking bridge, bro. That bridge is like
That's
that shit. Every time that shit come on, bro, like that's like a low key like a little like 2-step type shit vibes. But
Nuts.
that
I still play that shit. Like,
Bro,
I play that shit
shit
probably
is-
2-3 times a week.
that's
shit
Still.
is a vibe. That the intro to
He didn't come to
Clones.
the drums, by the way. Sorry. The
Mm.
intro.
Mm.
Pharrell presents the Neptunes.
Yeah, that intro was just like, cause I remember I was waiting for that shit to drop.
3, 2,
And then when it
1.
finally came out, and that shit just like you said, 1, 2, and then
Oh, I said it
bro, that
backwards.
shit changed like forever.
2,
What's that?
3, 4.
Front grinding. That's 4, and 5 would be crazy. Run to the Sun.
My favorite song.
NERD.
Bro.
My favorite song of all time.
Bro, that's like that shit like that's like if I could characterize like if that could be my theme song forever, that would be.
Right.
I would want that to be my theme song.
That's
Everywhere I
crazy.
walk, I want that to play because it's just such a.
I was
don't know.
thinking that. I was literally thinking that shit.
That's Neptunes. Now, Pharrell, that's gonna be a little bit of a hard. Woo.
Gotta have beautiful.
You ain't gotta do that one.
I don't think it's for real. I think it's Neptune.
Yeah.
Like, because we've had this discussion before, but I think around maybe like 05 is when it was just like all for real.
Question.
Yes.
Neptune's, Pharrell, pick one.
Neptune's, all day.
Neptune's, Pharrell, pick one.
I gotta go Neptune's.
Yeah.
Chad, bro. Chad is.
No, Chad, bro. Like, Chad is.
Well, he ain't a nigga, but.
He's the way he's branding things and musically, like, I think, like I said, I think if it was like it's a partnership, but I think P built, like, built the template, and then Chad just put the shit on top of it.
Chad is.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Pharrell make the bulk of it, and then he just add, to it. And I think that dynamic, once it kind of like, separated for a while, it was dope, but it just wasn't the same. Not that it wasn't good music, but it just wasn't the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Man, dig that, man.
That's my take on it, brother.
You gonna ask a question? You gonna wait till the next?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna ask you a question, and we got 40 seconds left.
What was it?
The question gonna be 30.
It's exactly 40 seconds. That's fine.
The question is gonna be 35 seconds long.
Well, tell me what the question is. So
The time is gonna run out from me telling you the question.
It don't matter, bro.
The youth.
Good question, nigga.
Man, let me hang it on camera.
Tough questions, my friend. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm always ready. I sit your head
Damn.
That might get it in such a vulnerable
Okay,
part. Point. I couldn't get my ass back up if I wanted to. So they might want to stop.
So you
got up.
So you could be defiant. Is that what you're saying?
What about to stop the midair, bro?
I would totally expect you to do
that. Man, green to hell, bro.
Man, sit your ass down.
Man, green as hell.
Man, you with the Nino Brown. Sit your ass down for a big change.
Oh, shit.
Can you define to me the difference between a social media producer and a producer? Like the producer who thinks it's important to consistently post videos, or not necessarily what he thinks, but the producer who does that, who posts just content all day. But you know what I'm saying?
I think that type of producer cares, like, not necessarily cares more, but is more concerned about their brand and how they look, how they appear to people, and building traffic to their websites or their like buying, to buy beats and stuff like that. But
it's a positive.
Yeah. I think it just depends on your intent as a producer, because you know what I'm saying.
Agreed.
So, boom.
Man,
damn.
I think that's
chop your question down real quick.
I think that's all I got for the young guy.
Tap. Man,
kill my sensei in a battle real quick.
Psych, nigga. Who you want to work with?
Why do you exist?
Who's the number one person you want to work with?
The number one person is probably still Pharrell.
Okay.
Like Pharrell, I do wish there was some type of way to work with Andre 3000. Because I mean that's one of my
would the album
top inspirations.
Would the album be titled Andre and Christopher 3000? Or would it just be
Andre 6000? Oh my God, Chris Drake 6000.
We're gonna combine the threes to make the 6.
Chris Trey 6,000.
Nah, Andre 3000 fool. Like there's a lot of like female artists that I wanted to work with.
Name one.
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson.
That sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
I know. I really want.
Damn.
I wish that I could work with her. I don't know. I've been inspired by her for like
That's
forever.
crazy,
so
bro.
She's one of my like fucking inspirations.
Random trivia.
No shit.
Who produced
Oh, God.
Pleasure Principle?
I don't know.
Jimmy.
Yes.
Who?
What's wrong with this guy? You do music, right?
No, who did you say? I didn't hear.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
They did a lot of Janet's early work.
Okay.
Bro. Control.
They're very instrumental in like that. Them and Teddy of that era, they was like the
Please.
See, I'm still
go on
doing-
a deep dive.
I'm still
Jimmy
doing-
Jam
go on a
and
deep
Terry
dive.
Lewis, bro.
Yeah, I'm
musically
still
how
You
you
gonna
are.
hear,
You'll love it.
You'll know.
You'll love it being in like you like musically how you like it.
Yeah.
You'll love
Hold
it.
up. Who you said?
Jimmy Jam.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Yeah, you'll like it.
I've heard them. I've heard them.
Yeah, I mean they kind of got like that. Not a
Yeah.
not a stand. What do you call it? Like they have like I can't. What's the word I would put on it? Like when you see them, you know it's them because they have like their iconic. There you go.
Homework.
They have an iconic look.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, bro.
They have an iconic look. They both
Oh,
wear
these
suits.
dudes. Yes.
Yeah, they both
Okay.
wear
That's what I'm
suits and
saying.
a
They
brim
are
hat.
definitely iconic.
Yeah.
Because you can be if you can be
know
someone for Halloween,
Yeah.
they've reached icon status.
Yeah, because like I said, you get the suit with the hat, you automatically like if you know, of course you have to know it. Like not, I don't think that general people would know, but people inside the music industry would probably, or people that's really into music would know and be like, hey, you look like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Right.
But
For sure, man.
definitely should deep dive on that music.
My boy, put me on. Put me on.
Yes, that's what we do here on this
That's my.
pod.
That's like that's a big part of like why I fuck with y'all, bro. Cause like I can go to you guys for like to give me homework, like to give me like
Yeah.
shit that I should be on. You know what I'm saying?
But shit, nah, we all
It's-
like we have to be committed, everybody individually, to learn shit every day.
Yeah.
Especially if we're gonna be in this music shit, we gotta know what we're doing and understand what we're doing and know the music. Aside from just knowing it, the shit helps you subconsciously. Like certain things will come out as you're creating.
Mhm.
Like never fails with me.
Oh, a new I just thought of another female artist that I wanted to say that I want to work with. Snow Label.
Ooh,
She's like amazing.
she's so good,
I
bro.
want to work with her really bad.
She makes very good like
No
just
ID, man.
yes.
Yeah, so
Bodied that shit.
insane. She's,
Like she's just she's got a vibe.
She's different.
She's got a vibe. I don't want to throw this person in contrast with them, but it's like I don't know. I mean, they do it. I hate to go back to the sports references, but it's kind of like how they be comparing like, oh, Zion's gonna be the next Bron type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's Sade-ish. But Sade is such a mythical creature. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's nobody that be in Sade's class ever. But if I had to compare it a little bit, it's it's got that type of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yo,
yeah,
look at the new Sade be.
bro.
Who's the closest
Bro.
to the new Sade? Is it Janae?
Mm,
No? Is she the closest though? Cause it's not many.
I don't know.
That's
That's actually a really good
that's a
question.
good question. I don't know.
FKA Twigs?
She's
She's more like,
I know.
she's
very-
like Bjork meets Sade to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes
Janae?
sense. She's so left field.
Yeah.
Janae does make, but you know what? And it's funny that we're on this podcast and I have a story to tell one day.
Tell the story.
Yes, one day.
Oh, one day?
Yes, one day I was smoking
Oh.
and I thought, to put on some Sade. And when I listened to Sade, bro, I don't know if it was the weed or was it just Sade being amazing, but she has the most amazing music to touch human ears, bro.
Bro, ever.
It's something about it
It's
that
therapy.
it's therapy, it's calming, but then at the same time, this is gonna sound crazy, but I think it taps into some like primal like instinct within us, because it sounds like the drums that she uses is very like African roots where we come from.
Yeah.
So it tribal. So it feels like it taps into that. You know what I'm saying? Like our generation's 20 decades down the line.
Yeah.
It taps into that because
she's the ethereal queen.
Yeah.
ooh, great word.
Yeah,
Great word, my guy.
for sure.
Great word, my
She's
guy.
nothing but vibes, bro.
Nothing but vibes, bro.
Space.
I think she bro, you know what she does? She
Yes, bro. It's tranquil.
her music is healing, bro. Like
There you go.
and like
So-
she kind of like teaches people. She's teaching people through her music.
Do you
Yeah.
have a favorite Sade song? It's hard.
Man,
My bad, I didn't mean to do it.
Yo, bro. Kiss of life, my G.
Moon in the sky. Moon in the sky.
I can't do that, bro. I can't even. I wouldn't. This is blasphemy. You can't
Ooh.
pick.
I can't. Nah, I don't have.
Yeah.
I can't say I got a favorite.
Damn, smooth operator with that sax though.
Bro, come on, bro. The saxophone is just.
I feel like.
Bruh.
It's
Man,
dead.
I be getting mad.
Unfortunately,
I be getting mad
I
when
hate
people-
that. The saxophone is probably the sexiest instrument.
Yes. I
On
bro,
record.
I gotta
1000%
agree
agree.
with that.
That shit is
Never.
like.
The sax for sure.
It is.
But
That
bro,
shit is
I was talking to this female artist, just kind of like trying to work with me. We were working together and stuff, and she didn't know who Sade was.
Oh no.
Well, how old is she?
I wasn't like, I wasn't like crazy shocked, but I was like, as
Is
a
she old?
singer.
Younger?
What type of singing does she do? Like, what's her? If you can ask
She's really good.
No, I mean, she probably. I mean, of course, if you working with her, she has to be somewhat
No, she's
talented.
fire.
But I'm saying like vocally because
Yeah.
that could be a reason why she doesn't know
Come on,
Sade.
No, she's
Which
more-
even though I can see Wizz's face and his face is like mine behind his glasses. It's
No,
like
it's like, how do you
no.
not know about
See,
Sade?
I
It's
was
like
like-
not playing Nintendo.
It's like my kids are gonna know about Michael Jackson and Sade.
Right, bro.
But it's
So,
just like not playing Super
her
Mario
style
Bros.
is more like
I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
basically like okay, so her style is more like a Kalani type.
Yeah.
But I was just like, yo, come on.
But you know what?
This is
Sometimes,
something-
like I said, it happens.
It
depending
happens,
on like who did they grow up listening to?
I mean, she knew. Oh, let me retract. I said
She
she
knew
didn't know
of
who
her.
she was. She knew who she was.
She wasn't familiar with the
She didn't
music.
Yeah, she didn't listen
Okay,
to her music.
that's why I said maybe who she grew up.
Is she under 20? I mean, over 25? She's over 25? That's kind of like unforgivable.
If you're watching this, nothing against you, but
I told her. I
you
purposely.
have to know who Sade
No,
is.
that's when I gave her the
If you're-
homework.
You know
what I'm
what? You just have to know who Sade is. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it. Usually I would be kind of like on the fence and be like, well, no, you gotta know who Sade is.
Yeah, nah, but that's
You know what I'm
when
saying?
we were having that conversation, just like, who inspires you type of thing. blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And I was just like, you should, after we talked, I was like, you should really like go back, sit down, take a fucking bubble bath. or
And
something,
people
listen to Sade.
that are watching this, if you like, go listen to some Sade. Like when you watch this, and after you watch this, go listen to some Sade. It'll make your day so much better.
Please.
And if you're of the, persona to, dabble in the herbals, it makes it 10 times more.
What are the
just
herbals? Would
pleasure.
you like to elaborate on?
You
the-
talking
No,
about
I'm
herbal
just talking
essences? Talking about the herbal essences? The shampoo?
No. The herbals. People know what that is.
The herbals.
Don't know what that
The
is.
herbals.
You want to do that?
The,
The herbals. The herbals.
Yeah.
That shit sound like a motherfucker.
The herbals.
It sound like a brand Nubian song or some shit. I ain't even ask you if you know what it is.
But anyways, bro.
I'm asking you, please.
Ooh.
That's just we say all that to say just do your homework if you are
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Even me, like now,
I still got a lot of artists I need to go back and listen to.
bro.
But
It's. I mean, maybe because of the. That's a good question to ask you guys. Ask your question.
I was trying to say, bro, I'm gonna jog your memory. When I was in Memphis, and you called me, this nigga called me semi-frantic, and was like, he was in the studio with Tim and them in Virginia. I was in Memphis. This was before I went, and he was in there and was like, yo, this nigga Tim just grilled one of his producers, bro. You gotta know your music, dog. You gotta know your music.
Bro.
I'm not gonna say no names.
Yeah, we're not saying that, but just know that like he.
But I've told you how they beat it.
It's one of those things, bro. Like Tim's like musical knowledge of like just instruments and stuff. Like you have to kind of. I mean, of course,
It's unmatched.
you might not get to that level, but you at least need to know. You get what I'm saying? Like what's going on. And this producer had said something. Yo, they looked at him like bro, like
That's gotta hurt.
Like, do you play like you make beats, right? And you don't know who this is? It was kind of like a disgust.
I think the scenario was Tim asked him who the artist that they were listening to sounded like.
Yeah.
Somebody that was like way.
Somebody like the correlation don't even go like
at all.
Like peanut butter and sauerkraut. Like it's like what? Like bro.
Peanut butter and sauerkraut.
That's how like opposite they were. But and then what the thing was, he came to me and he asked me the question, and I just went with what I heard, and he kind of gave me a look of like, okay, you know a little something. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm just now was getting into that space, not knowing just from the outside looking in, he kind of looked and was like, oh yeah, you know a little something. You know what I mean? But with the producer,
man, I would not want to be in that situation.
I looked like he said. I called him, was like, bro, you gotta know your shit, bro. Like you can't, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you know. I always go back to basketball. It's like when you see somebody hooping and they like, yo, it's a different level. And you know what I mean? It's just different levels to this shit.
It really all clicked. Aside from Tim really niggas, Missy was like, it all clicked when she said, we can't be in music and not be students of music. Like we have to know and study music. You know?
That's true.
And I was like, man, that's so true.
Have to, man.
Yeah. She do it too. She might be worse than Tim with it. Like, nigga, you know what it is?
Yeah, you just gotta like, it's just with certain stuff, you just gotta know. You know what I'm saying? Because like what you guys were talking about earlier, that when you in a roadblock or something, say if you just step away and you throw on some like 80s pop synth or something, it can give you an idea to spark what you was working on. Yep. But it all takes, like you said, doing that homework and just knowing and just, you know, like us telling you about Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, you might go listen to some old Janet and being like, damn, he did that. And then you might just start hitting the keys and come up and just like, just off of that. You know what I'm saying? So,
what that is gonna do is I'm gonna listen differently now.
Yeah.
To the shit. You know
Nigga,
what I'm saying?
production principle.
That shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that shit was, yeah.
Fucking goats.
Nuts.
Goats.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Give me a top hat.
In a burly suit.
Give me a top hat and a suit. I need it now. Oh shit, that was the Black Blues Brothers.
They really was.
Yo, hold on, bro.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yo,
damn.
When was it look like something? When did Blues Brothers come out?
That's the 80s.
It was the 80s, right?
Yeah. Damn, what if they took this? Damn,
that's what I'm trying to pursue.
Damn, what if they took the swag, bro?
What if Blues, bro?
What if they took the swag? That's crazy to think.
Yo, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis are the Black Blues Brothers.
Wow, that makes so much fucking sense. Cause they cool as shit.
But they're not the Black Blues Brothers if they started it. They're just the Blues Brothers.
Yeah, because they like bro, first. I never met
That's
them.
what I'm saying. If they started it, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. But
we all
if the years don't line up, like
waiting to drop my culture vulture shit, bro.
That's why it's crazy. It's like, holy shit, what the? Yo, we in Inception?
The Navy brothers.
Bro, they probably low-key started that shit.
The Burgundy brothers.
Damn. They just couldn't post it on social media that they got culture vulture, bro. Shit. they got culturally appropriated and they couldn't put it on social media like we do today. But yeah. Long story short, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis is a whole vibe.
That's my homework for the week though.
Yeah.
For that much. Man, what I've been doing is like when I'm at like work, I'll have my earbuds in while I'm working. So I'll just like, nigga, the other day I went through all James Brown shit, like just listen the whole day to nothing but James Brown.
Hey.
And the next day I did another artist, and then I just kept that shit going.
Nah, that'd be the best. That'd be the best, bro. Just get on one person.
I did Curtis Mayfield, listen to all his shit. I was halfway through Smokey Robinson shit.
I'm sorry they gotta go back to Sade because I forgot the goddamn title. Now I know it.
Smooth Operator, Kiss Life.
No Ordinary Love.
Man, people
Driving bass.
Why? Why?